Hello, I'm going to talk to you about something called just enough architecture. So I'm just going to speak about the topic just enough architecture. So what does just enough architecture actually mean in your product and solutions? So it is a term that's very close to the agile way of delivering things. So don't do too much, don't do too less, just do just enough of what is needed. It is said that if you deliver to the customer what he asked for in the beginning of the project, by the end of the project, then you have completely failed his requirement. What does that mean? So if you've delivered a product, delivered exactly what the customer asked for in the beginning of the product, by the end of the product, then you've completely failed his requirement. So that means that customers' requirements are changing by the day. So it's like flowing water. You cannot stand in the same place more than once. So unless you are on a release cadence and continuously eliciting feedback from him and delivering him incrementally, if you're not used to the incremental way of delivering stuff, then you failed his requirement. So this is as simple as that. So there is this famous diagram from Kainberg, which talks about how you evolve. The best way to deliver a car is not one wheel, then two wheels, then the chassis, and then an engine, and the fifth iteration you get to move the car from point A to B. Whereas if the customer really asks for you to help him travel from point A to B, first give him a skateboard, then you give him a bicycle, then you give him a bike, and then you evolve him to a car. So you're gradually, incrementally helping him achieve the destination. No matter how crude the solution is, as long as you're helping him move from point A to B and helping him achieve his objective in some certain fashion, customers would rather prefer that way of approach than the Big Bang approach of getting everything done. So Reid Hoffman, who built LinkedIn, said that if you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, then you've released it late. So that's exactly what this means. Just enough architecture emphasizes on that, just to do whatever is really needed and don't take up too many big upfront requirements that could really slow you down. So if you're trying to build up a website which probably aims to grow to 1 million users by the end of 2 years, but for this quarter, you could build a website that scales up to 25,000 users or 50,000 users, for instance, and then keep on incrementally building on that capability so that you finally scale up to that big number, and don't limit yourself with the fact that, we need to build a million concurrent user, high availability website. Don't be limited by that. Start small, keep on incrementally building it. That's the real agile way to do things. And Martin Fowler also calls this as sacrificial code. If you're not ready to sacrifice your code or consider it as throwaway after every couple of months or years, then you have arrived really late. So just ensure that you are building a code that's with a mindset that it can be thrown away with the minimal features. Don't gold plate your architecture. Do whatever is needed. So if you want to scale, if you have a lot of security concerns, just address the amount of security that the customer is willing to pay in this iteration. Get that done and keep on sprinting from there. So I had created a video on minimum viable architectures some time ago, a couple of years ago. So I'll probably link it up here, which you could look at how to solve a problem architecturally, like how you're moving data from one point to another and how it evolves from a flat file to something on a wire, then using TCP/IP, and then using middleware, and then using an adapter layer to do the. So it's all in every stage. The end effect is the same, but how you keep doing it is very different. So that's this concept of just enough architecture, which Agile calls it as minimum viable product or minimum viable architecture. And in the enterprise architecture world, this is called as transition architectures in the Toggle fashion, wherein we talk about minimum viable continuous business value. The customer is very comfortable receiving continuous business value as opposed to a hand, a leg, and a body here and there. He wants something that is potentially shippable and keeps on helping you to keep sprinting. So that is the real idea of just enough architecture. So you need to have this concept of delivery while you're delivering solutions to customers and ensuring that you're creating a release cadence that is needed. And from an enterprise architecture standpoint, they deliver incremental architectures or transition architectures using capability increments, which means you're improving the capability on people, process, and technology, and you're incrementally delivering functionality as things go on. At times, it could be just sending your staff on a training. It could be procuring high-speed machines. It could be about getting them all certified on Kubernetes or some cloud deployment platforms. So as long as you are building incremental functionality little by little, like they say, the best way to improve yourself is 1% at a time. So if you are a 1% better person of yourself than the previous day, then you are a much better person. So here is leaving you with this thought about just enough architecture. So do like, share, and subscribe this video for more such updates. Thank you very much. Have a great day.